So if you'd like to listen to this in a still position, you can just fully take all the time that you need to arrive to that position. You can do some neck rolls, some maybe cat-cows with the spine or with the shoulders, curling the shoulders forward, bringing the heart forward. Maybe some side body bends, just exploring the movements that your body can make or the movements that your body wants to make. Some torso twists. And just exploring your own limitations and noticing what feels good for your body right now. Just intuitively moving however it feels good. Or if it's the end of a long day, or if you're still really tired and even in the morning and you are ready to be still right away, no worries at all. You can be still whenever you need to be. But whenever you are ready, if you'd like to, and if you haven't already, you can let yourself come to a still position with the spine nice and straight. But no rush at all. You can continue to move gently and softly as long as you want to. And if you're in a space where you feel safe to do so, you can allow your eyes to gently close at any point. And you can just mark your arrival to your practice today with a full and deep cleansing breath. A long, slow inhale in through the nose, letting yourself fill up fully. And as you need to, letting it all go. Exhaling fully. And just gently pulling the navel in toward the spine at the bottom of your exhale to just get that last bit of air out of you, and then pause for just a moment. Just feel what that emptiness feels like. Letting your next breath come as it's needed. And you can let yourself breathe just like that for a few more rounds if it feels good for you. Just exaggerating the 4 parts of your breath. Elongating your inhale, exaggerating that pause at the top of the inhale, and then the exhale, and then the pause at the bottom of the exhale. And just as you're starting to drop into your body today, into your breath, just reminding yourself that you are the first teacher here and in all these practices that you might do. And remembering that my words, my cues, are simply a starting point or a suggestion. And if at any point I say anything that does not resonate with you or doesn't feel good in your body, just letting that roll off of you and tuning into what you need. Knowing that there's not one other person out there who can teach you more about yourself than you can. And other people can spark ideas or spark an inner sense of knowing that we already had, but ultimately just remembering and reminding yourself that you are your best teacher. And you already know what you need. And just trusting that. You're just beginning to drop in to the physical sensations in your body right now. And even if there are less than pleasant sensations, if there is pain present in the body or anything that doesn't feel quite good, just dropping into that space anyway. And just practicing detaching from wanting to change anything about what's going on in your present moment. Remembering that everything about this present moment will change. And change is the only guarantee in our life. So remembering that everything you're feeling right now is temporary, it is fleeting. So using that as permission to fully feel the good things, if that's there, and using it as permission to fully feel the not so good things, if that's there. Just knowing that this too will pass. And just checking in with how you are physically responding to what you find in your body. A lot of times our face can tell us a lot more about what we're actually feeling. So just dropping into the muscles in your face. And even with the eyes closed, noticing any expression that might be resting on your face. Any natural responses to the words that you're hearing or the things that you're feeling. Maybe the brow is quite tense and the forehead is scrunched. Maybe the eyelids are kind of scrunched or the jaw is tight. Maybe the nostrils or the chin or even the ears are holding on to some tension. And knowing that is totally okay and often expected. So just giving yourself that permission to notice where the tension is. And with that vantage point of being the one who noticed, the observer, the witness, you then have the permission to, or you then have the power to allow yourself to soften these areas. So just picturing the anatomy of your face, the bones, the muscles, the skin. Even if you don't know exactly what it looks like, you know that there are bones. You can feel that there are muscles. You know there is skin. And just taking a moment to exhale into your own anatomy and just allow the muscles to slightly hang off of the bones and just be supported by the skin. Knowing that there is no need to hold anything in any certain way. And you can trust that by letting go fully, everything will be held exactly where it needs to be. So feeling that heaviness in the jaw, that softness across the cheeks, the ears, the eyes, and softness across the forehead and eyebrows. And letting that softness naturally spread to the hairline and the scalp. And just letting this first general wave of trust and release to naturally cascade down the rest of your body in its own time, as it does. Just feeling a general sense of comfort and release spread from your head down the neck and shoulders, down the arms and hands, down the chest and the back, into the stomach, into the hips and the glutes, down both legs and feet. And noticing if this relaxation of the muscles across the body affects your breath at all. Noticing if the breath is able to travel a bit deeper. Maybe not, and that's okay too. And now just starting to visualize a moment or an event, maybe, that makes you feel safe and loved and comforted. And this might be just visualizing a hug with someone who you love dearly. maybe visualizing cuddling with an animal, a pet. This might be laying on the grass outside or on the beach, maybe at the top of a mountain, maybe walking through the city. Just bringing to mind any time in your life where you have felt like you were right where you needed to be, you were safe, you're loved, and nothing else really seemed to matter. And it doesn't have to be some grand moment. It could be any little moment throughout your day. Maybe just feeling the sun on your face. Or maybe feeling the rain on your skin. There's any moments that remind you of just the miracle of your life and how good it really can feel to be alive. Remembering that feeling of when you exhale deeply into someone who you love, who is hugging you, and you just release yourself into that love. You allow yourself to be loved. And just remembering that you have the ability to bring these comforting feelings into your mind whenever you need them. And we have the ability to almost time travel with our thoughts, with our mind. And just by being so fully in memories or visions that make us feel that sense of love, maybe even a sense of wonder, or a sense of magic, or connection, even just a sense of calmness, peace, whatever feeling you are craving, you have the ability to bring about those sensations within you, even if it's just for a moment. And the more we practice this, maybe the longer those moments will last. Just knowing that regardless of what is going around in your external environment, and even sometimes in your internal environment, just taking or exercising your ability to respond how it feels best for you, or how it serves you best. Because remembering that we cannot control anything at all that happens to us. We can control a certain amount of things. We can control maybe sometimes who we surround ourselves with. Other times in our life, maybe we don't have control over that. There are a lot of things that are out of our control. And maybe things that maybe no one in particular is to blame even. And it's not even about blame, but just remembering that the only thing we have control over at times is our reaction to things. It's our reactions to the circumstances that present themselves to us. And not beating yourself up if your reaction to something is not ideal, if you maybe lose control or get angry or upset, knowing that is okay, it's completely okay. But once those harsher emotions settle, and choosing how we move forward, how we take action in our life to maybe adjust things where we can, or make life a little bit more bearable for ourselves and the people in our lives, people who we love. We have control over those longer term reactions. We have control over letting ourselves react in private maybe, or with someone we trust, how we how those emotions are coming up, maybe anger or sadness. And totally let those come and go. But then after that storm settles a bit more, remembering you have the ability to control how you respond over the longer term. You have the ability to control how you show up in your everyday life, how present you are for your life. So allowing yourself to feel that power that comes with remembering your power, remembering the control that you have. And at the same time, remembering that sense of surrender and remembering to let go of the things you can control and releasing that pressure you might tend to put on yourself to have the perfect reaction to every moment or control everything to the best of your ability all the time. So holding both of those ideas within you to the best of your ability, that sense of responsibility and control and peace, as well as that sense of surrendering, allowing, and just accepting the chaos that is our life. And just bringing to mind the cycles of life that present themselves all the time to us. Remembering that we are just another extension of the cycle of life. Everything is born and everything dies. Everything goes through periods of growth and periods of decay. Every plant, every flower, every tree, every blade of grass, as well as every star and the moon. The moon at times is fully illuminated and whole, full, connected, shining light. And other times the moon is a new moon. It's in the dark. It's not reflecting any light. And then all those phases in between, the waxing and waning of the moon. Remembering that we are the same way. We will wax and wane throughout our life. And there's no amount of spiritual practice that will erase those cycles and make you feel good and whole and holy all the time. And just that striving for that alone can cause us a lot more suffering than is necessary. So just noticing when you step into those thought patterns as well. And just reminding yourself that whatever you are feeling, whether it is good, bad, ugly, awesome, awful, whatever it happens to be, it is temporary. Let yourself feel it, and then let it move on when it's ready, when you're ready. Just trusting your ability to discern what is for you, what is not for you. Trusting your inner sense of knowing. Letting yourself feel those moments of comfort and peace and love whenever you need them. Giving yourself permission to take more breaks from your busy life, from your busy days. To just have a moment with yourself, to relax your body, to remember the love and comfort and joy that life has, that you have felt before, even if you're not feeling it now, or that you will feel in the future. And just using those as kind of anchor points if you need them. little buoys to help us through the more difficult times if we need them. And just starting to bring attention into your heart. And just feeling that physical heartbeat that's in your chest. And just using this heart as the proof you need, if you need any proof of the miracle it is that you are alive. Remembering just how wild and crazy it really is that this heart was beating for you before you even took your first sip of air. When you were still in that alien-like phase in your mother's womb. This heart has been there for you. And just how amazing that is. It's the same heart that's still in your chest right now and will continue to be here as long as your body is here on this earth. And even if you've run into issues with your heart, maybe with an irregular heartbeat or any other physical, medical issues with the heart, just being or feeling that sense of gratitude just for the fact that you are here right now breathing, and this heart is beating, pumping blood throughout you, and it's done enough to keep you alive, even if there have been some hiccups along the way. And that can be said with every organ in your body, even if there are some organs that have caused you pain and some trouble and suffering. Everything within you has done enough to keep you alive up to this moment. And that alone is a miracle. It's beautiful. Just letting yourself feel that comfort that is in your body. It's always there, even underneath pain. Remembering that you have the ability to hold multiple ideas and to hold multiple feelings in yourself at once. You are your own world, your own little earth, you can think of it. And the earth contains a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, heartache, and hurt. And the earth also contains, at the same time, so much love, so much joy, happiness, connection, magic, and wonder. And you are the same way. You have the ability to hold both of these truths within you. You don't have to be one thing ever. You are the unique mixture of all the things that your life has presented to you. You are the unique mixture of your anatomy, of your biology, as well as your biography, and all the things that have happened in your life up to this point. Just remembering that uniqueness of you, how special you truly are, and just extending that sense of love and gratitude toward yourself. Maybe even feeling a sense of admiration for all you've been through, all you have gone through, all you are currently going through, and all that you will go through. Remembering just how strong you are, just to simply wake up another day. Giving yourself that credit. And as you feel your heartbeat, feel how special, loved, and whole you are. taking a moment to just remind yourself that this is true for everyone else around you as well. This is true for every animal, every plant, every person, every bit of life around you. It's just as special, just as whole and dynamic as you are. So reminding yourself to, or letting that truth, I guess, sink in deeper to you so that you can remember to treat others the same way. Treating all the people you come across in your life with this sense of respect, maybe even a sense of admiration, sense of curiosity, knowing that you don't know what anyone else has been through. You never will know. Just that sense of openness and curiosity and admiration for the people you cross paths with. And that is the medicine that we need to help out this crazy world we're all in right now. We need to just remember to treat ourselves with a sense of respect, love, curiosity, openness, patience, as well as others. And letting that effect just ripple outward. Remembering how good it feels when someone truly sees you, when someone is respectful of you, someone's curious about you, when someone is loving toward you. So giving those same feelings to the other people in your life, so you know how good that feels. And maybe the person that you treat kindly and with compassion will then be inspired to treat someone else like that, and so on, and so on, and so on. And sometimes that's all we can do. Sometimes that's all we need to do. Just taking a moment now to just check back in with your pulse, with your heartbeat. Feeling how that pulse is running through your whole body, the heartbeat in your hands as well. And if it feels like something you'd like to do today, you can let the heartbeat in your hands find each other. And bring your hands to a prayer position at heart center. And just feel that connection of your palms to each other, of your fingers to each other. Feel that pulse of your heart into your thumbs and your thumbs back into your heart. And as you take your next deep breath in, letting yourself fill up fully. And as you exhale, just allowing your head to gently bow. As you bow to the source of energy that is allowing your heart to beat, whatever you believe that to be. Bowing to the constant source of guidance and inspiration all around you, whatever that means to you. Bowing to everyone else in this space who has listened and completed this practice right alongside you. And finally, bowing to yourself for choosing to show up today and taking the time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. May this act continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights, and may you bring the same love and understanding to everything you do and to everyone that you see.